the account of the first apparitions on May 13th, 1917. High up on the slope in the Cova da Iria, I was playing with Jacinta and Francisco at building a little stone wall around a clump of firs. Suddenly, we saw what seemed to be a flash of lightning. "We'd better go home," I said to my cousins. "That's lightning. We may have a thunderstorm." "Yes, indeed," they answered. We began to go down the slope, hurrying the sheep along towards the road. We were more or less halfway down the slope and almost level with a large holm oak tree that stood there when we saw another flash of lightning. We had only gone a few steps further when there before us, on a small holm oak, we beheld a lady all dressed in white. She was more brilliant than the sun and radiated a light more clear and intense than a crystal glass filled with sparkling water when the rays of the burning sun shine through it. We stopped, astounded before the apparition. We were so close, just a few feet from her, that we were bathed in the light which surrounded her, or rather which radiated from her. Then Our Lady spoke to us. "Do not be afraid. I will do you no harm." "Where are you from?" "I am from heaven." "What do you want of me?" "I have come to ask you to come here for 6 months in succession on the 13th day at this same hour. Later on, I will tell you who I am and what I want. Afterwards, I will return here yet a 7th time. Shall I go to heaven too?" "Yes, you will." "And Jacinta?" "She will go also." "And Francisco?" "He will go there too, but he must say many rosaries." Then I remembered to ask about 2 girls who had died recently. They were friends of mine and used to come to my home to learn weaving with my eldest sister. "Is Maria das Neves in heaven?" "Yes, she is." "And Amelia?" "She will be in purgatory until the end of the world." "Are you willing to offer yourselves to God and bear all the sufferings He wills to send you as an act of reparation for the sins by which He is offended and of supplication for the conversion of sinners?" "Yes, we are willing." "Then you are going to have much to suffer, but the grace of God will be your comfort." As she pronounced these last words, "The grace of God will be your comfort," Our Lady opened her hands for the first time, communicating to us a light so intense that as it streamed from her hands, its rays penetrated our hearts with the innermost depths of our souls, making us see ourselves in God, who was that light, more clearly than we see ourselves in the best of mirrors. Then, moved by an interior impulse that was also communicated to us, we fell on our knees, repeating in our hearts, "O most holy Trinity, I adore you. My God, I love you in the most blessed sacrament." After a few moments, Our Lady spoke again. "Pray the Rosary every day in order to obtain peace for the world and the end of the war." Then she began to rise serenely, going up towards the east until she disappeared in the immensity of space. The light that surrounded her seemed to open up a path before her in the firmament, And for this reason, we sometimes said that we saw heaven opening. Already in this first apparition of Our Lady told the children, pray the rosary every day. And today we gather on the anniversary of her first apparition to take advantage of her motherly counsel. Pray the rosary every day. Today especially we gather together as a parish family to pray the rosary, not only for our personal intentions, whatever they may be, but most especially to pray for our new Holy Father, Pope Leo XIV. And if you haven't already picked up the holy cards, there's plenty, so please take whatever you want. It's a way for us to remember to pray for him daily, and we have some in Spanish as well, English and Spanish ones. So today, as we pray for our own personal intentions, let us also pray most especially for our Holy Father, Pope Leo XIV, that he will be a good shepherd to Christ's church, that he will boldly, courageously, and with great charity proclaim with great clearness the truth of our faith, so that no one can go astray, and so that everyone will have the opportunity of the invitation to go to heaven.